Hello, people. Good evening. Welcome. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Tyler will be discussing his bad taste in music this evening. Gee, what a tit.
It's
Anyway.
not that bad.
Bad.
What do you mean it's not that bad?
We are going to have an opinion poll. We're doing this officially. I'm going to have an opinion poll on your musical tastes.
Oh, and look who
and
shows up
there
on.
he is.
I was gonna say who shows up on Cue but Lee.
Right on time. My companion arrived. You're fucked.
Perfect timing, Lee.
Right, Lee. Tyler is going to show you his T-shirt. Go on. I shall just let that sink in with you there.
I want to see the response.
Hey up, Craig.
He made it.
And Craig's back. You're right, Craig.
Good time.
Quicker
Though.
than I thought it'd have been.
I told you it'd be Lisa.
Yes, I was disgusted at this display of pure. It's disgusting. I would like to apologise. If I could get my hands on Tyler, I would take his head off. Unfortunately, I can't. But there are other ways of doing things. That's all I'm going to say. So, what has anybody been
Either
up
way, you're
to?
not cracking me with a hammer, Matt. So leave the nitrogen idea out.
I don't need to crack you with a hammer. I have people in America.
That will crack up.
Melissa.
Really, Martin?
Hi, Martin.
Well, good
How
to see
can
you
I
too,
say
Martin.
You see, the issue with bands along like Tyler wishes to know, he keeps asking about musical acts, okay? Then he goes back to wearing a Papa Roach t-shirt that has been done in the design of a Slayer album cover. Go to a Slayer concert in that t-shirt.
Oh, and see the uproar.
You would be hurt.
Badly.
Right. What has anybody been up to this week?
Not much, just getting pissed off at work with all the dickheads and assholes that we're having to carry at the moment. Normal standard.
Normal working.
Summer. Normal standard summer, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been off work since end of the day Wednesday, so I've been enjoying it.
Honestly.
I've got one of Oscar's mods coming to me.
Yeah, you're just being a flash little git.
Yeah.
I bought a new toilet seat today.
So Craig's flushed with success.
Haven't sat on it yet.
Now, which would you go? Did you go, budget, like the regular plastic? Did you go posh with the soft foamy one that heats up? What'd you do?
Wooden one.
So basic.
One. No, it was still 30 quid.
Yeah, I mean,
the plastic ones were 15.
Oh, really?
With the aim of my son, there's not going to be any foam or any fluffy toilet seat.
Oh, that would turn very bad.
We will leave that there. That just lets the show go on a little longer before we tackle that. Exactly, Lisa. Although Lisa has had good news this week. That's
Yes.
all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
If Lisa chooses to discuss that, that is up to her. But Lisa has had some good news this week, so which I'm very, very pleased about.
Yeah, definitely.
On her behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I haven't got a clue what I'm going to talk about on the show tonight, apart from bitching about Tyler's horrendous taste in music.
Hey, like I said, at least I'm not the one that spent $400 or $500 to go see Five Finger Death Punch today.
Wow.
But you would have.
I'm free.
Hi, Free.
Yeah, free.
What's up, Ray?
Hi, Alana.
I wouldn't have went to go see them specifically by any means, but no, there were a couple of bands I would want to go see for the weekend.
No, Matt is never lost for words.
Thank you, Melissa.
Are they the correct words? No. Lost for words? Never.
No, I don't think you could pay me enough, Lee.
Bollocks. Bollocks to you too, dear. There's no need. The abuse I get.
Now, you can tell how many days she's been home at this point because she's back at the same temperament she always was with you, Matt.
It could have something to do with a certain electrical company as well.
Yeah. Oh, the washing machine. So
Yeah.
Oh, don't, mate. Yeah. We'll get that sorted tomorrow.
She's not impressed with LG.
No. But it's all guaranteed, so they haven't got a choice. So it will get sorted tomorrow, whether they like it or not. It is getting sorted. But
also, I remember when everyone got all excited about the Samsung fridges and everything that first came out, and then realized they had an inch thick of ice in the bottom of the fridge when you let it actually get to the right temperature.
Actually, Martin said Begatron. You had to do it to set me off.
The Scottish Begatron.
The Scottish Begatron from the Turdis. There is ammunition this week for you if you go on to the Vic Mullen personal web. He is moaning about people bitching about other reviewers.
I'll say vape drama of all people.
And Vic has said, and we all know this to be true, Vic has never, ever stirred trouble with any other vape reviewer because Vic is not that type of guy, you know. And you can't say anything against that, Martin. You know, Vic would never stir trouble.
And he's never been sucked into any of the, little
never gets involved in drama, never gets involved in anything like that. So yet again, Vic is talking complete and utter. I think what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, bollocks.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
You know, don't forget if you wish to donate to his PayPal, feel free to do so. You know, if you wish to.
But keep in mind, there is a memo part of that. You can send him a message when you send the money.
Do not fear, Martin.
Be creative.
I will pass on any information for you. I just find it comical that you've got somebody who caused more trouble in the vape industry talking about other people stirring trouble up. Yeah. Yes, I have had something to say about him, but everything that we have said on this show and everything I have said has been honest, provable, and it is the truth.
What's been researched?
What he has done. Right. The man is still trying to get involved in other people's drama so that he is still relative. You know, he's got to be relative to the situation. There is other things he could be doing. I mean, he could be doing stuff on what is going on with the vape bans and the flavour bans. And politically wise. Even he could talk about the American situation, maybe. He could talk about that sensibly and get the facts right.
Wait,
from the proper sources.
The person who's done the biggest thing on the British most famous person at the minute is Grim Green. Grim's just done a big thing on the UK side of things.
yeah.
You know, he did a 4-hour show on it, talking about it. And at least he is actually talking a lot of sense, because he's saying it's very similar to what's going on in America. But he doesn't understand everything politically with the UK side of things, which is fair dues, because he hasn't got the time to do it. That's
But
cool.
he's also pulling up these documents and showing them during these talks and saying, "This is where I got my information." You know.
Yeah, well, one's a reviewer, the other's a drama queen. You can make your own mind up with that one, guys. But there we go. So am I the only one who hasn't been off buying mods this week? Because you lot all seem to have been buying mods. Or...
I may have purchased something.
I mean, Craig's been off buying toilet seats. That's his new hobby.
I'll say, is there a 510 anywhere on the seat?
No.
That could be painful.
And very unhygienic, but anyway.
A mech toilet seat.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. No, stop there.
First, your missus is mad that you leave the seat up. Now it's got full, 4 volts of power straight to the 5.
This is a self-closing one as well.
Do you know, Martin, what you just said there is so true. It's I'm not a fan of Jay Hayes, really not, personally. But Jay's gone a different direction. He's diversified into other stuff. Yeah. Fair dues to him.
Well, and he also didn't say, "Hey, I'm done with the entire community and scene," and then keep putting up instructional videos and reviews.
Yeah. So Gary is now a vapor. So you're now a vapor, are you, Gary? Well, let's just stick just pods for now.
Yeah.
And when you re-wick the pod, take your cotton ball, stretch it. Get
no, shut up.
No, it's the Aspire Go-Tech. You can't re-wick it. And I'm not going to explain how to take one apart so you can.
You don't need to today, do you? Because, I mean, I'm not being funny. A pack of pods is not...
Well, I'm just that. Look at the coil life on half of it. You're getting, easily a month and a half out of some coils now?
3,500 so far. I have a lot of puffs. Puffs, not puffs. But don't raise your eyebrows at me, Craig.
I'll say, you're a big what now? Oh.
To be honest with you, Gary, it's no need. The days of when we were doing the rebuildable thing, nobody needs to really worry about that.
No.
There's plenty of good devices out there, like pod devices, that good coil life, good battery life, easy and simple to fill up. The only thing you need to worry about is charging it. And
if you have enough liquid.
And putting juice in, that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And maybe you'll need to change the pod once a month or so.
One thing with recent technology change for pods too, you're not even worried about running out of liquid, so to speak, in the same way, because it's going to not let the wire fire if it goes down too low anyway.
You know, stuff like this, the DNA version doesn't dry hit. The Yeehee version doesn't dry hit. I mean, the amount of times Bill and I have been sat here waffling, which we do quite a bit of, but anyway, And you're waffling away vaping, and you go, "Oh shit, there's nothing coming out." Oh yeah, it's empty. Years
Yeah.
ago, if you did that, you
Without
usually
that horrible, right?
you've got the burnt
You'd
coil,
have a
and
dry
then you
head,
think,
and you'd
"Oh,
have to
fuck."
get a new. Yeah,
There would have been.
you'd
There
have
would
to
have
go and
been.
search for a new pod.
Yeah, the other one
Now-
would have been laughing like a drain.
Now, pull the coil. You know, you pull your pod out, refill it, put it back in, give it a couple of seconds, and it's good to go again.
Yeah.
Yes, we do waffle, Lee. A little bit.
Occasionally.
Especially the uncensored bit of waffling. That's where it gets interesting.
Oh, uncensored waffling is lethal. Martin, stock coils have come on a long, long way, and it's the only place where mesh nowadays really has come on so far. You know, mesh stock coils, the flavour from them it's up there. It really is.
And the longevity of them as well.
I mean, shit, they've got, double barrel dual mesh pods now.
Also, very
Yeah.
true, Martin. If you're somebody who is maybe your eyesight isn't very good, or you have arthritis in your hands, or you're not very good, you drop things, or you're just a clumsy twat like I am. Mods like this, unless you throw them at the wall or the floor, they're pretty much indestructible nowadays.
I don't know. I know a guy at work that had one of, I think it was one of the like second or third generation of the X-Raw series. Beat this thing with the battery. I don't know how the hell it was still working, but it ran for at least a year and a half, dented to shit when it was finally died,
I mean, the only thing I'd say is they do contain a form of LiPo battery.
Right.
So the only thing I will say regarding the LiPo battery thing, and this isn't at you, Martin, I know you understand that side of things, but is be careful with LiPo batteries. Even small ones, they can still be dangerous if used incorrectly. Use what they recommend for a charger. So a 1 amp charger or up to, I think these you're safe up to a 2.
I think 2 on the high
Yeah, I
end.
think they're the 2 amp one, yeah.
I usually use a 1 amp on this, and it still only takes like half an hour to charge. So I'm not being funny.
It's not worth using your fast charger for your cell phone and jumping the crap out of that.
Don't use a fast charger for a cell phone. You will have a fire.
And if you pick a mod up and it's hot, there's the clue. There's a reason it's hot. The battery's gone into runaway. It's about to catch fire. It's not rocket science.
Say, take mod outside on the stone stepway. Get your marshmallow.
No marshmallows. Cobalt flavouring does not go well with marshmallows, I'm telling you.
And lithium really doesn't work well for flavouring.
Exactly, Martin. Just, don't use your 30-watt fast charger. Use that for your phone, if that's what your phone uses.
Well, right.
Even then, I stick to a 10-watt charger for my phone.
I've got a couple of older chargers which are like 1 amp chargers.
Yeah.
So that's plugged in.
I keep those 1 amp blocks just for stuff like this.
Yeah, it's ideal. Just leave it plugged in, leave your cable plugged in. That way it's there. Just plug it in, boom, done.
No, Gary,
I mean, I quite often charge this in the car.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, Gary, we are all at hobbyist level. Like, we have more setups than we could ever actually vape on in a day, by far.
Yeah.
But as far as actual day-to-day use, just going to work, I take at least a full bottle of, maybe depending on flavors, I'm running a couple bottles of juice and at least 2 full setups. That's what happens if I hit the button on one and something burns the crap out of my cotton. And I'm not vaping on that all day, so I'd rather have an RDA sitting on the side so I know I've got something,
You have the ability at work. No, I'm not going to say it. You could make the ultimate coil an RDA so easily.
Oh God, I am not direct connecting to the power source of my welder.
Think about it. Think about it, right? You've got the pipe.
Yeah.
So you've got the coil jig.
You've got an RDA. You've got the coil wire. You've got people you do TIG welding in your place, haven't you?
Not TIG. But keep in mind, we also run almost the highest level of Lincolns that they have. So they have literally everything from stick to TIG, every MIG side you could think of.
Just think of the size of coils you could make at work.
Well, say what you do. You go get a couple extra ground clamps. Those are now your terminals. You get a piece of 8-inch pipe, put your airflows in it with the plasma, cut your airflows how you want to do slots, you want to do whatever you choose for airflow. Say, we're working here.
Gary, TIG is aluminium and stainless and so on. TIG, tungsten inert gas.
Is a bitch.
It's not.
I've never had enough time on one to actually.
And yeah, it takes a while to get used to it, the temperatures.
And the only stick I've ever done was when they paid the money for a portable welder unit to come in for like outside just, fixes on stuff. I'm not kidding. The power supply for this entire stick welder was maybe a foot by a half foot size rectangle box. Like that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, it did all right.
I'm not going to go down this because I'm going to come up with stupid ideas.
Trust me, you've already got me thinking. I'm thinking about like the reducers that go from one size pipe, the gasket coupling. One day you're going to get a picture of me fucking around. Be like, did you really just make an 8-inch RDA?
Good evening, Mr. Dobson. I hope you are well, sir. I hope you are well, young Dobson.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's so many people do vape shows, and that we aren't a vape show. First off, I've never said this is a vape show. It's a talk show. Mm-hmm. I will talk about health and safety side of vaping. I will talk about that battery safety, especially with somebody like Gary who's new to it. If you get a device that takes batteries, then you need to learn about battery safety. End of. You do. And that's a fact.
Well, and from inspecting your wraps to don't plug the USB into your mod every night to charge your batteries, especially a dual battery device.
I'm not being funny, right? My charger that's down here, okay? Right. Not that you guys
don't know if you can see that. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dented.
Yeah, both of them are like that. So once they're dead in this, I'll be taking them out and we'll be using them again.
An X-Star charger, 8-bay charger.
Oh, the BC8?
Yeah.
That does 18 650s and 21 700s, and it will do the discharge side of it as well.
Well, it does every size in between for if you need for anything else.
And all the other, I wasn't going to go into the complicate. Thank you. Don't complicate the issue, you.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're going to put the money into buying the charger and you use like rechargeable certain size batteries for at home stuff.
That charger, I paid 23 or 24 quid.
Yeah.
Right. That's the safest way to charge a battery. Because it charges it properly. And obviously most people are not going to need an 8-bay charger. So you can buy a 2-bay charger, even a single-bay charger if you really want to. Or I think the single-bay ones are under a tenner now. So.
Oh yeah, easily.
I think you could probably even get a 2-bay one for about 12 quid.
So if you ever that's my only thing. If you ever get into vaping and decide to get a mod that takes batteries, Gary, you have to think about you're going to have to buy proper batteries. You're going to have to buy a proper charger for safety side of it. And so long as you adhere to the rules, proper rules and safety,
which normally Fogstar certainly do send out battery guides when you do
Definitely.
buy
Yeah.
batteries from them anyway.
Yeah.
Which is the company we all use.
Yeah.
Well, apart from obviously you, Tyler, because obviously you're in America, that's a bit different. But
Yeah, but the 18650 store that I use over here, the online store, they've besides 18650s lately, you can find anything you need. And shit, they had the new Molly cell, well, not new, but the 60 amp Molly cells for like $6, $7 the other day.
That's good.
Of course, it's after I bought my big lot of them 2 months ago. But
Yep, that's
$10
the
a
other
fucking
thing.
battery.
As Lee just said, if you are in the UK, and I'm sure most of you already know this, Fogstar Friday, you get a discount on. You're guaranteed with
Usually.
Fogstar. I've dealt with them for years and years. I had one problem with them when the 20S batteries came out. They sent me a pair of those, and one of the batteries was dead on arrival, completely no voltage whatsoever. So I contacted him. He said, "Oh, can you just show me, do me a video of it in the charger, trying to charge it?" I went, "Yeah, no worries." Yeah, no worries, mate. He went, next day, he didn't send one battery or ask me for that one back. He sent me 2 new batteries and says, "Oh, don't worry about it. Keep that one, bin it, dispose of it."
Right, properly, yeah.
That's what he's like. Can't fault him.
I've only ever had one issue where when it's come through, when the parcel's arrived, when it's come through the post box, the batteries have moved in the box and it's torn the battery wraps.
Yeah.
And they've sent a packet of battery wraps to us.
Exactly, Martin. This is where it comes, because obviously you're into your radio controlled cars as well and things along those lines. So it's
balancing a lipo packs completely. Yeah,
you're more experienced in that way. But all I want people to be is just don't screw about with them. Be sensible. The same advice goes for the radio controlled world. Drones like these, they've got drones and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just be sensible with them. So long as you're not a complete idiot, you're fine.
There's another reason using a charger is better than charging in mods. When the batteries are in a mod, they can't disperse heat. When they're in a charger, they can cool down because they're not enclosed. And that can also make a difference to your longevity of your batteries.
It's exactly that, Lisa, because if you've had a company like we all use, well, apart from Tyler again, seeing a pattern here, Tyler's trouble.
Yes, you noticed that.
We all use eSig 1. I've always used them. I've always recommended them. I've dealt with the guys at eSig 1 a lot over the years, and they've had a lot of money. But I dread to think how much between us. But
oh, good God!
Yeah, I know.
Ellie,
probably funded their whole last quarter.
Ellie, if you ever watch this, you've had some fucking good holidays on the amount of money you've had off me.
Out of the three of us, yeah.
She does. If I've ever had a problem with anything from them, I've contacted them, and it's sorted. Once you get a good company, that's the thing. If you find a good company, I'd stick with them. Yeah, I know. Well, there's companies like Lee deals with for obviously for his guitar stuff and his musical stuff that he'll always go back to. If you find a good company and it's worth sticking to them.
Well, it's like I use Vaping Delights to get that mech I ordered. Fantastic company. Literally, a site ran from a guy and his couple co-workers that it's out of a vape shop. It's not a warehouse. It's literally out of his shop. I had my stuff shipped out ordered it Saturday night, had it shipped out by Sunday morning.
You see, people, there's like certain American companies that I will always deal with.
Well,
Although
best one's Kennedy, really.
Kennedy, Steve Kennedy. Although people say Steve is a grumpy old git, he is a grumpy old git. Not that
Yeah, but
Steve will ever.
He's a damn smart motherfucker that's fun to talk
Yeah,
to at the same
He is
time.
one of the grumpiest engineers you will ever meet. I think it's an engineer's thing. He's just a grumpy bastard. But he's also one of the most intelligent men you'll ever meet. He's very intelligent and he doesn't suffer fools. That's what it is with Steve. He doesn't suffer
Well,
fools.
and when there is fault, he takes responsibility in a heartbeat. Like I said, when I got that last mech from him and the shipping, somebody dropped it along the way in shipping, dented the hell out of the button. Hey, cool. This happened. Send me a picture so I see how bad it is. Oh, shit. Cool. It'll be next day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Exactly, Lisa. Yeah. And I understand why. I mean, as much as I wind you up with the Samsung thing, but I also know what went on and what you had happen with Samsung and the way you were treated. So why would you go back to them? What? Yeah, I mean, to Samsung, with the amount of money they've got, it makes no difference to that you don't go to them anymore.
Right.
But the fact is, you tell people, that's how it all starts. One person tells people, well, I won't go with Samsung because this is how I was treated. Once word is spread, reputation goes downhill quickly. Easy to get a bad reputation. Very, very easy. Yeah.
I mean, there are certain vape manufacturers that none of us will deal with again.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
Matt's favorite one, you'll be so surprised at this one, Matt. Steam Crave not only get the website back up, they somehow fixed the billing issue that's been an issue for 3 years.
That's nice for them.
Good for them.
But I'm saying it took you that long.
If it takes them 3 years just to sort out the billing issue, how long is it going to take them to actually fill the fix the atomizers?
Well, they haven't managed it in the past 6 years.
Well,
so
here's funny. This is how I figured this out, because I actually forgot I was still on the Steam Crave site on Facebook. Right? They have a new atomizer coming out. It's actually an RDTA. It's actually got a deck on top with the chamber on the bottom.
That's nice for them.
But after all these years of this is our RDTA, and
could I have some
So
specs
they're
for
going
it?
back to 2015.
I think it's a 30 mil.
Like, what materials have you used for the screws?
Cheese.
Yeah, have we used American spray cheese for the screws again? The fact that there are 3 people out here who own Steam Crave stuff and can't get the actual RDTA, which is what they all are anyway, cannot get them apart.
Just to fill them. Let alone
No,
building it, just to fill them.
No,
I've tried
full
heat, I've tried freezing them, I've tried everything. You not coming apart. The next step is big hammer outside on wall.
I say I have one I can't get the deck out of, and the other one I can't get the fill cap off.
Is the fill cap one the Ragnar by any chance?
One is the Ragnar, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I had to use welding, like welper pliers, to actually get the top off of that.
And it's a Romomizer 3 that I can't get the base out of to change a coil.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
I can't
tried
really
that?
work it.
Well, the
So it's
machine's
useless.
not right.
They're threading. is abysmal.
Try using a hammer. It won't come apart, but it'll end up flat, so it's better to put in the bin.
Well, think about it. If you hit the deck hard enough, it'll reduce the chamber size. Your flavor might get better.
No, but
Action
it'll be good.
issues.
No, but it'll be good therapy.
Yes, I know, Martin, but spray cheese is about the consistency of the screws in Steamcraft stuff. And nobody wants spray cheese. No, but I mean, the only people who do are, Tyler.
God, no.
Tyler seems to like spray cheese.
I'm going to send you a can, not even because I'm expecting you to actually eat it, but just to try it and see what the flavor is like. Because you're going to try and go, oh,
Tyler,
fucking
don't
God.
threaten.
I will return
Lack of
your
nutritional
spray
warfare.
cheese. I will return your spray cheese, not via the post. But you will end up in a box. That's all I'm going to say.
That's how you will find it very difficult sitting down.
Yes.
And we're back to toilet seat. See?
Talking of assholes and not toilet seats.
Are we talking curries or which way are we going?
No. We are talking Donald.
Duck.
No, I like Donald Duck. Trump. What the hell? The whole Epstein situation. We all know about the Epstein situation. We all knew Donald Trump was on Epstein Island. It goes without saying. Of course he was there. His sticky little orange fingerprints are all over the young girls. Now we're going to sue the people that have come out with it. The Maxwells. How are you going to sue one of them when he fell off a boat 25 odd years ago? What planet is Donald Trump on? Seriously, what planet is that man on? The fact that he's got 1,000 people, he's got 1,000 people in the FBI going through the paperwork relating to Epstein and the list and redacting anything that says Donald Trump. But we're not meant to see that as suspicious.
Well, Matt, you also see he's getting upset lately because out of nowhere, the whole MAGA community, which is supposed to be Trump's community, right, has showed so much disapproval for him and his policies. He came out and said, I'm done. I don't want their support anymore. I want nothing to do with it. That was your only support.
Yeah, good point, Lisa.
The only one I want to see, and I'm sure he is on this list of the Epstein Island list, is Starmer. Was Starmer on Epstein Island? I'm putting money on it.
I mean, was there any time frame that would line up that where you see him, walking funny after the fact, or?
No, he always walks funny.
Well, he allegedly he does prefer the company of young gentlemen. Allegedly. Well, yeah.
That's very true, Lisa.
He was in Ali penthouse. Sorry. Michael Jackson, the whole Michael Jackson thing was a little bit before this sort of thing, Gary. I've no doubt Michael Jackson probably was there at some point. But personally, Michael Jackson, I don't think was as bad as everybody thinks he was.
I think that was a lot more just personal attack on his career. For this
And there's a reason I say this, okay? You think about Michael Jackson. He went from the Jackson 5 when he was what? Well, about 5 years old. He was young. He was a child. And his father forced him into performing every night and doing this and doing that and all the rest of it. So he didn't have a childhood. So when he became famous, the kids who were coming to his house, he wanted it to be like his childhood. He wanted his childhood again. I'm not saying what he did wasn't wrong, having children in his bedroom area. And I'm not saying sticking up for him. I'm not saying it was right what he did. But at the same time, he was one screwed up man. Seriously.
I think the biggest problem is he was just screwed up.
Wouldn't you be, though? I mean, if you'd gone through what he went through in his life, he was...
Jackson 5 until he was, 14, 15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, Martin.
Now, I'm not saying, hanging the child over the banister was a great move.
Oh, God, no, of course it was.
Let's say,
There's things that he did that you look at and you think, oh, what the fuck is he doing there? Well, no. But this is where somebody who was there, meant to be guarding him and things, should have been going, Michael, no, stop. Should have been sort of, no.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody did.
I would say he had the same problem as Presley had. Nobody said no to him.
Yeah. Yeah, ended so well for both of them, didn't it?
Yeah.
I'm no fan of Elvis either, personally. No fan of Michael Jackson's, but with the way they were treated, Jesus Christ. What a screwed up life. It's no wonder their lives ended up being so messed up. It's sad.
The crazy thing is, though, Gary, relative to what they earned, the cash they had was very small amount.
Michael Jackson's father made more than anybody.
Yeah.
Elvis, his manager, made more than anybody.
Colonel Tom Parker.
Yeah, he was a tosser.
Yeah.
Exactly, Martin. Yeah. Yeah, it's some of these stars that you think are twisted people. Yeah, they are. But when you look at the reasons and the world that they live in, it's not normal. It's not a normal world.
Well, especially think about these, performers that have been doing it since they were a young age, and they've had legal restrictions of what they could do, say, anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've only got to look at, Michael Jackson is the perfect example, isn't he? He's such a screwed up individual. Or was a screwed up individual.
I say, Gary, the thing with Michael Jackson is he didn't own his music until his last 4 or 5 years.
And think the real money came after he died.
Yeah.
The real money came after he died, but he only owned his music for 4 or 5 years of his life.
And he was also in a lot of debt as well.
Yeah.
There was a lot of debt.
Probably trying to survive.
Yeah,
Well, you think all the court cases as well.
Yeah.
It's. I do think it's not my sort of music, but I do think Michael Jackson was an extremely talented man. I do. I think he's very talented, but yeah, it's screwed up. Very, very screwed up, man. There's been over the years. There's been a lot of people who just can't handle that sort of side of music and performing. Been a lot of film stars the same.
I was just going to say, look at the acting world.
Yeah,
I mean, especially let's go back with the child actors and stuff and everything that unfortunately happened behind the scenes. And I mean, how many child actors from the U.S. had a good stretch of drug use after getting out of that, line of work?
How many child actors went on to be successful adult actors?
Not many.
Yeah.
Very few.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a very, very, and I hate to say this, but a lot of this stuff is American. It's sort of the American side of it. Everybody has got to make their money. And there's definitely some very greedy people involved
Mm-hmm.
in the industry.
I still look back and think late 80s, early 90s when Prince started wearing slave down his face.
Yeah.
And he was right.
Yes.
He got the biggest advance on 5 albums in history. It's $50 million. Sounds like a lot until you realise he had to pay all his recording costs.
Yeah.
He had to pay all the production costs. He had to pay all of it.
Yep.
Out of that advance. He had unheard enough music there for 15 albums, I think it was.
Yeah.
Took it to the record company. The record company refused to even listen to a single track of it. At which point he said, if you're not going to listen to the new music, which has only been recorded in the last couple of years, I'm a slave.
Exactly. The studio time is not cheap.
Oh God, no.
Prince was wise in a way. He set up his own studio and rehearsal rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People thought he was stupid for spending that much money on it. But in the long run, it meant he didn't have as big expenses. He still had to pay for engineers and producers and sundry staff.
Yeah.
But his relative costs were lower than for a lot of other artists.
Exactly, Martin. The thing is, you know as well as I do, the money comes from what you can sell, the merch.
Yeah.
So it comes from T-shirts, sweatshirts, all of that stuff. And then people moan about what they pay for, say, a T-shirt at a concert, say it's 25, 30 quid. Well, really, 25, 30 quid for a T-shirt for a big band.
Isn't too bad.
It's not that bad.
No.
And when you look at what the band are making, it's fuck all. It really is. It's what a band gets from doing a gig is nothing. It's pittance.
I've
Well, it's like-
seen the figure. I've seen the figures for some big bands, and they're getting paid 500 quid a night for a 10,000 seat arena.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
quite
this-
believe that.
This big show this weekend. You
Yeah.
obviously you can only get certain merch for what the bands have. It's all band supply. You got a 20 to 30,000 number arena. You're not going to bring enough merch for all those people. Not as the individual band paying for all that merch, and
But this is the only place that bands are making money is on that merch.
right. So you have to put how much money into that merch before you even make a dime off of it.
Mm.
You better hope people like the design you stuck on the shirt or the hat or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hope that you have enough of the things manufactured that people can buy them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not there in a show that size. I get you're only selling your merch for one day, but that's a lot of foot traffic trying to sell merch to.
Let's get into the ticket providers.
Oh, shit.
My favourite people. You go to see your favourite band. It like Papa Roach. Oh God. Anyway,
No, I
you
don't
go
like
to
Papa Roach.
you go to pick your favourite band, whoever that is, right? So you go online and you look up and you find, oh yeah, they're playing at such and such a venue, and the ticket is $50. Right. Then you've got the booking fee on top, that's $20. Then you've got such and such a fee on top, that's another $5.
Their
then
service
you've got-
charge or whatever.
But yeah, service charge. Service charge for what?
That's the thing. It's not like you're going to the actual location. They have to pay for a person to do your ticket and do the whole,
And
It's
then
all
on top of
online.
that-
It's on your phone.
Don't forget, you've got the charge for getting a ticket.
Yes. You've also
Mhm.
got obviously tax.
Right.
Excuse me, VAT in this country, America, whatever it is
Just
there,
state tax.
state tax, whatever.
Credit
Then
card
on top
charge.
of that, you'll get my other favourite one on a ticket sale. Sundries. Sundries just means anything. Well, it's just it could be anything. It could
Yeah.
be the fact that I've just had a cup of coffee, but I've run out of coffee. So, oh, yeah, Tyler's buying a ticket in. Yeah, stick some sundries on there. That way we can get another some more coffee then.
Hmm.
It's
But Matt, you can't leave out parking prices.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
and like
Well-
Martin's just said, dynamic ticket pricing.
Oh God, Ticketmaster's dynamic pricing game.
Oh shit!
What a rip-off that
Now,
is.
a band
You're
that
paying
I
at least double for the ticket base before you even add any taxes or fees.
A band that I personally hate because they're two Mancunian fuckwits are the Gallaghers, Oasis. And what they've done just lately with their dynamic ticket pricing is nothing short of fucking street robbery. Honest to God, it is unbelievable. There was a guy went on there, big fan of Oasis, so all right, he's a bit deluded, but that's his thing. He likes Oasis, so he thought, I'll get a ticket, £65. That's all right, 65 quid. Cool. So he goes on and he orders his ticket for 65. By the time he actually got to see them, which was not last night before, I think it was Saturday night they were playing, it cost him 550 quid.
Jeez.
Now that is dynamic ticket pricing. An Oasis of categorically, they've got nothing to do with us. They've been proved wrong because it is to do with them this time.
Looks like
Because
Matt, I told
it's them who have come out and said they want to use dynamic ticket pricing.
remember I told you the other week that I saw Weird Al was, mind you, Weird Al's never been someone you'd probably spend a whole lot of money to go see anyway, let alone at this point in his career. Regular lawn seats, about 60, 65 bucks. That's normal for pretty much anything for that venue.
Yeah.
Your seat, how good your seats are depends how early you get there. That's on you. Now to go in the pavilion, VIP front row bullshit for Weird Al per person, $595 for Weird Al.
Exactly, Lee.
Right. That's one reason that I try to go through bands' website themselves in advance.
Yeah.
Because the advance tickets are not subject to dynamic pricing.
Only gets price locked in there.
So you pay face value.
Yeah.
Well, you'll still pay £10 in fees.
Well, right, but you're not getting a £400 increase when you finally get to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll go through a band's website direct.
The
Heard it here,
danger.
everybody. Bill admits how he sees Oasis.
Bill's never seen
I
Oasis.
have not been to see Oasis. I wouldn't go to see Oasis if my life depended on it. I would sooner die.
Well, that's a heartfelt thought. Okay,
Mm.
I agree. I
Mr.
agree.
Richards, we have to drain the blood from your ear canal. The only way is an Oasis album. Let me die.
I would much sooner. I would not see Oasis if you actually paid me. I have no interest in seeing them. They are talentless, Mancunian
Gits.
idiots. Who the only reason they became famous was because of their drinking and drug abuse, and the fact that most of their songs have been copied from the Beatles.
I'd say they were cut and paste Beatles, weren't they?
And I wasn't a big fan of the Beatles.
No.
At least the Beatles were original. The Beatles did have some talent.
Mm.
There's an idea, Lee. Yes, I agree with that one. Yep, 150%. Get rid of Oasis, bring Lemon Dimebag back. And can we add Vinny to that as well? Because Dime without Vinny wouldn't be. You got to have Vinny there really as well, bless him.
If we sacrifice Nickelback, can we get Ozzy a little longer?
Well, yeah, that seems doesn't seem
that
like
sounds
better health, obviously.
That's not an unreasonable request.
Can we have a blood sacrifice of Chad Kruger?
Please.
I'm sure there'll be people queuing up round the corner to do that.
Oh, I've got my knife sharp.
Grill that Chad, drink his blood. Oh, what?
Sounds like a Behemoth concert, doesn't it?
What's it? Out of the sort of in the Britpop thing, for me it was Manic Street Preachers, but I liked the songs that made you think.
Yeah. No, they were talented. They were a talented band.
They still are. I mean, they're still producing damn good albums that make you think.
Yeah. I mean, Freddie Mercury, yeah, it'd be lovely to have Freddie back in. So, in a lot of ways, Gary, yes, there's a lot of musicians that I would love to see who died way, way, way too young.
Yeah.
Most of the 27 Club.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Go on, Tyler. Let's see if you can name all the 27 club. There's a challenge for us.
No, I cannot.
All right, name at least one of them.
I actually haven't even thought about that in so long.
I'll give you a clue. One of them was in Nirvana.
Oh, Kurt Cobain.
Oh, there you go. There. Kurt Cobain was part of the 27 club.
One was in the Doors.
Yeah.
Jimmy, yeah.
Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison. And then there was I had the name then. Janis Joplin.
Yes.
She was in the 27 club.
Yeah, Amy Winehouse was part of the 27 club, Lisa.
Yeah, she is.
I
Yeah.
forgot she was. I knew she was young, but I forgot it was that young.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jimmy
yeah.
was. That's the thing. The 27 club has so many
Big names.
names that were changing music when they died.
God, his name's going out of my head. Of the Rolling Stone, Brian Jones. Yeah,
Yeah.
Brian Jones. It's a cheerful game to play on a Sunday, this.
Isn't it though?
What? I mean,
River Phoenix was in the 27 club, isn't he?
yes. I wouldn't have put River Phoenix down as a musician myself.
Yeah.
It's still a terrible loss to die young like he did. But,
Isn't Mama Cass in the 27 club?
I think so. Yeah. She died of heart attack. I think, Mama Cass. Oh, sorry, Martin, I missed that one. I will throw Ivan Moody in as a sacrifice for Randy Rhoads. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, Robert Johnson, Otis Redding, no. Otis was older. Otis Redding was older, I think you'll find. Yes, she did. Died in the same flat as Keith Moon.
Oh, no, she was 32.
Yeah, fabulous voice, Mama Cass. And the one who I'm surprised never ever ended up as part of the 27 club was Grace Slick.
Yeah.
She's still going. How? How is Grace Slick still alive after all this?
Yeah, bearing in mind how much acid she dropped.
Oh no, it was close. I had to look up. Say Mac Miller was close. He hit 26.
Yeah. Yeah, Lynyrd Skynyrd are a great band, Gary. Creedence Clearwater Revival, another great band.
I say one of the original 27 club, Robert Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, Robert was the first person to die.
No, he was the fourth.
Who the hell was before that? Jesus.
He was the first musician in the 27 club.
Ah,
No one. He was the third musician. Alexandra Levy and Louis Chauvin were musicians.
yes.
Then Rupert Brooke, a poet. Then Robert Johnson. But I mean, the 27 club is just insane.
If you go through the musicians and you forget the age of 27, when you actually go through musicians who we've lost young, oh God. We could be. It could be a late show. Believe me.
I'll say literally just under the age of 30.
It could be a long show because there's a lot.
Another one, Manic Street Preachers, Richie Edwards.
Yeah, but did he die or disappear?
He's been declared legally
Disappeared,
dead
later
because
declared
nobody's
legally
seen
dead.
him.
I don't. Either way, it's terrible. I think personally, because I looked into this a bit, watched a few of the things on this. I don't think he is dead. I think he had a breakdown and disappeared.
Yeah, but where did he disappear to? Because his passport was still at his house.
I hope he's still alive somewhere. I do, because he was a very talented guy.
He was.
But he definitely had some emotional problems, real issues.
Yeah, if you want to know about emotional issues, listen to Holy Bible. That is the document of a breakdown.
Yeah. That's what it leads me to believe that he's vanished somewhere.
Well, you saw
yeah,
a guy-
I said this before, Martin, about Hendrix on a previous show, and I can't remember whether it was on here or whether it was on Lee's. But Hendrix, without a doubt, definitely CIA.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Would you guys see there's that preacher in it's like Tennessee or Texas or something like that? Supposedly is Elvis, where Elvis actually went, is he just went and changed lives. And
I wouldn't be surprised if because Elvis started getting involved in political stuff.
mm-hmm.
We know that your government is very good when people get involved in stuff like that. People have accidents and
just go poof and
suddenly they explode and vanish into dust for some apparent reason. So yeah, would you be surprised?
Oh, the guy's voice ain't far off.
Yeah, I don't mind any music pretty much, Gary. I just Avicii, yeah.
No, Elvis is not dead. He just went home.
No, Martin, you're completely wrong. Elvis works in a chip shop in Ireland.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Yep, Kirsten McCall told us so.
Yeah, there's another girl who died too young as well.
That was murder.
Oh, that was 100%. That was murder.
That was murder.
And that was... Kirsty McCall's murder was definitely governmental, but it wasn't American government. It was British. Won't say too much on that, but Kirsty McCall, I know, sympathised with other political things. Her viewpoints had certain Irish-based initials in it, shall we say? Yeah, very, very strange how she died. Very strange.
Well, I mean, her brother and her mother never got over it either.
Nope. No, they didn't. Neither did Shane McGowan.
No,
Shane never got over it.
because I've talked to her brother and her mother, and there was one thing you never, ever even mention is Kirsty.
The thing is, truth be told, there's probably a lot of things that have gone on with governments where people
Mm.
have had accidents or they vanished.
Well, look at the ideas of different inventions over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Things that would have bankrupt, big oil and industries like that.
At the end of the day, Martin, Shane McGowan, right, was always an alcoholic. Always, all his life, right? He was an alcoholic. He was a fabulous writer of music. He was a fabulous poet as well, actually.
He was a damn good poet.
He was just one of those blokes. He was just the alcohol thing was couldn't control it. And unfortunately it killed him in the end. It's sad, but
Well, that's nice,
Yeah.
Bill. You match your cup with your new mod?
Sort of.
I think it's close.
Ian Dury, definitely a good poet.
no, Ian Dury was
Ian Dury just didn't give a damn.
Mm.
And there's been a few really good poets in the last 30 years, and they really didn't give a toss.
Come on, Tyler. What is Melissa listening to?
I mean, in all fairness, I know she does actually like Nickelback.
I'm not saying anything. Everybody is allowed to have their issues.
Like I said, I still might know several to almost every Lil Wayne song by heart. It is not the issue.
It's not Nickelback.
Okay.
Come on, Tyler. You know Melissa.
Yeah.
But she's also been associating with your lot for just long enough. I don't know what recommendations you've given.
I haven't given Melissa.
No, we've not given Melissa any recommendations. We're still waiting for you to catch up with your recommendations.
I don't know how else to say it. I try to get to the recommendations.
My
It's
last
just not that
recommendation.
music that I can sit down and just listen. You know what I mean? I know I'm booted off.
Okay.
Man, we do keep giving her a lot of film and TV recommendations as well.
Okay. So Melissa's listening. So she's either listening to Papa Roach,
That was my next guess.
possibly Five Finger Death Punch.
Well, and here's the question though: which genre are we going with?
Papa Roach.
Yep.
You see, I know Melissa better than you do. You're a cousin. God, you're crap at this.
Shit, that's a CD that I keep in the car. Is the Papa Roach CD? Oh well,
No,
that's
look,
I have not listened to Cannibal Corpse in years.
Cannibal Corpse are a great band.
I didn't say they were a bad band. I said I haven't listened to them in years.
I should have dug the Cannibal Corpse t-shirt out with Icon Blood on.
hey, Gary, there's actually a CD player in my car, like built in, so I'm going to use it.
Still like a CD player.
Excuse me, Gary. What is wrong with CDs?
The only issue that's ever been wrong with CDs, when you got a binder a half foot thick on your lap while you're driving, flipping through trying to find the next song.
Let's have a look, shall we, at some CDs.
Laserdisc. Oh, sorry.
Septural. Go ahead. Can you tell what the album is, Bill?
Oh, Behemoth.
No,
No,
it's not Behemoth. Or is that one Behemoth? No, you're right, that is Behemoth.
thank you.
He knows better than the man holding the CD.
I know, because I've got it as well.
There's a classic for you, Bill.
Oh,
Live at
definitely.
Hammersmith. Are we seeing a pattern there? There's a lot of motoring.
I got the I got the 40th anniversary because it had the whole gig with it, which was
Oh, and Matt, just for I have been keeping my eye out because I've seen a lot of people on Marketplace selling old records and everything. I'm gonna find a proper old, like, good for not first pressing obviously, but early as I can pressing a Motorhead for you, because people don't know what they're selling anymore.
no, they don't. Yeah,
Got to have a bit of Exodus. Bit of Dropkick Murphys. Bit more Septural.
Speaking of Dropkick Murphys, I started putting on their new album the other night, Matt. Have they just let the accents go and figure we'll make this as thick and as hard to understand as we could? Or
damn good album.
This is probably not for Melissa. I wouldn't recommend you go to this band.
No.
It
which
might
album is
be
that?
a little bit on the heavy side.
Just a touch.
But one song that is very, very good on it lyrically is a song called The Shadow Elite.
Yeah.
It goes, Ministry, it's in the front room, the Ministry album, Lee. There's a couple of bits, there's some vinyl down here as well, which I've got vinyl down here.
That's all right, Matt. You know how Nova's been lately. I'll put Behemoth on later, and I'll get a video of her dancing to it for you. Because I'm sure she would love that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she'd be very excited. I get yelled at in the car for not having the volume high enough.
It's a very heavy album, but it's there's a lot of good lyrics in it, in my opinion.
There's a lot of good lyrics in it, and melodically, it's very strong. Very
the lyrics, what he's talking about is roughly, bit of a segue here, and I'll get to that in a minute, Martin. A lot of the lyrics in The Shadow Elite are similar to some of the lyrics that are in some of Lee's songs that he's just brought out on his channel. They're similar sort of basis of lyrics on the rich bastards who are trying to run the world in the background. That's all I'll say. Go and listen to some of Lee's stuff. I may have had something to do with some of the lyrics. Lee trusts me to do some of the lyrics. God knows why. It's a scary thought.
Lee, the issue is I'll have it maxed out on volume already, and she's still not happy.
Get a louder stereo.
Yeah, get a better stereo.
It is still stock from the factory, but you can hear the car coming down the road, put it that way.
That's a difficult one, that is, Martin. That's an unfair question. Sepultura or Soulfly? Oh, God, I love both of them. I love both of them, man.
Personally, Sepultura.
Yes, but the early Soulfly stuff was really good as well. I'm going to cheat here, Martin, and I'm just going to say both. Because I like both of them, to be honest. But if you really push me, then it'd probably be Sepultura. But I think they're both. I think the Caballero brothers were fucking brilliant. I really do. I think they're great. They've done, and they're the only band that I've heard do a cover of Motorhead's Orgasmatron, and it sounded up to like what Lemmy would do. Because usually when somebody does a cover of like Motorhead songs or a cover of a metal track, you think, God, that sounds shit. But the Sepultura version, yeah, they fucking, because they're big fans.
I said there is one where they did a completely different take. One band from Sweden who did 1916.
Yeah, no, that was a good cover.
But that was totally different to the original. But it also paid full reverence to the original.
Okay, Gary, we have an issue here. We have an issue, my friend.
Oh no, he didn't say. In your defense, Gary, the only thing in your defense I'm going to give you is I do like Tenacious D. Matt, go ahead.
Right.
No, what Steven Seagal's.
Here's my issue. He did a good cover. He did a good cover. Right. Jack Black did a good cover of Mr. Crowley. Okay. It isn't the cover and him doing a cover of it I have an issue with. It is Jack Black I have an issue with. Jack Black is a woke, two-faced little fucking idiot. Because all the crap that's been going on in the States about, if you watch his channel, anything that's gone on where they're talking about somebody being trans or somebody being gay or somebody being this or so, he has got to get his fucking voice in there. Fuck the fuck out. You're meant to be a comedian, an actor, and I suppose a musical artist. He's another about fucking Disturbed and David Draymond. I'm not getting into that one, but I just think my personal opinion is Mr. Crowley will always be an Aussie song to me.
Yeah.
Always. It's an Aussie song. And Aussie had the right voice for it. In those days, he had the right voice. But yeah, at the end of the day, Gary, if you like it, you don't have to be thinking, well, Matt says he doesn't like it, therefore I won't like it. If you like a song or you like a band, that's great. Like a fucking band.
I mean, Gary, keep in mind, my track Lily goes from anywhere. Where you got Papa Roach, you got Lil Wayne, you got Toby Keith, you got.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Martin. Martin, you just said basically what I was sort of trying to say, and he said it perfect. Yeah, he spot on. I'm sorry, Jack Black used to be funny. He really was.
Well,
He
it
was,
used to be, yeah.
He was funny. He'd take the piss out of himself. He was, like when he did the Tenacious D, the movie and everything. It was funny. It was stupid. It was perfect. It was daft. It was great. It was a good laugh. Now he's got
For being
like
spoof songs, they actually weren't lyrically. They were stupid. Musically, they weren't horrible.
I mean, lyrically, they were fucking. It was absolute bollocks, wasn't it? It was
Absolutely.
But it was funny. It worked.
Mm.
You know,
It's all right. I literally had it playing the other day, and the kids walked in. Happened to be at the scene where he eats the mushrooms. And they see that's why we don't eat things off the ground. Some things are poisonous, and you'll see Sasquatch.
And that's it. And War Pigs was mostly written by Geezer.
And you don't put them in a beef Wellington.
Well, you can.
Yeah.
And never put mushrooms on a steak, huh, Matt?
I had mushrooms on my steak last night. A peppercorn sauce.
And he's still here.
Homemade, may I add, peppercorn sauce with mushrooms in. It was very, very nice. A lovely piece of rump.
That I totally agree with, Lisa. Some of the bands covering stuff that Sabs and Ozzy were doing later at that gig.
The thing is, Martin, I love Kevin Smith and Jay. I love the whole that mall cops and all of that. But do you think Jay Muse is up to it anymore? Because he's with his drug issues that he's had, even though he has got over it, full credit to him, Jay. I just don't know if he's. I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. More power to him for trying to get healthy and everything. But it's just me that thinks that Kevin Smith actually looks more healthy when he was at a heavier weight.
He does.
He does.
Like he looks.
He doesn't look. He doesn't look
he
well
looks
at the
sick.
minute.
I'm sorry, he looks sick now.
But you look at Jay. Have you seen Jay lately?
Yeah.
He looks. I don't mean this nasty to the guy because I do like both of them. But
Well, yeah, exactly.
He looks like a junkie who's trying to get healthy. And I don't mean that in the dog because I really do like him. I really do.
No, you're talking like physical attributes of how he's looking over the years.
He looks haggard and tired, and he just looks. And yet they're both super talented guys and really funny.
Gary, hang your head in shame.
Where's he said he doesn't know who Geezer Butler is?
About 5 comments back.
Oh my God. What?
Geezer's probably one of the best bass players and songwriters. End of.
Gary, do you know who Bill Ward is?
Craig, you have a gremlin, bud.
Yeah, daughter.
How's she doing there with the health?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, she's back to her normal self.
So
Good.
tormenting you on a daily basis.
Yeah, pretty
No,
much.
it's not a trick question, Gary. I just asked, do you know who Bill Ward is?
Totally agree, Lee. And both deceptive when you watch them play.
Very, very, very deceptive. Do you know who Black Sabbath are, Gary? You know, there's Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward. Unless you come to the Heaven and Hell period, and then it was Ronnie James Dio.
And Vinny
No.
Appice.
Don't you start complicating it even more. I lost you after Ozzy. Oh my God. The youth of today. Gary, you're in detention.
Gary, go back. Just buy the first 4 Sabbath albums and listen to them.
A timeout, Martin. He needs a fucking slap round the side of the head. Yes, but that's one band, Gary. You know about Queen.
So do we.
You know, yes, Queen were a good band.
Yeah.
Don't mention the war. Oh, Gillan era. Same thing.
No, definitely don't mention the Gillan era. Gillan was definitely the wrong man for that band.
Gary, I know where you live, remember?
It's not that far of a journey. Oh, you could go and
Guess what?
teach them then.
What, slap?
No, you could go and put the albums in your car.
And then go and beat the rhythm of each album into him.
Oh, all I can think is Shaun of the Dead again. We're slinging albums at people, but
What, hit him with a pork to the Black Sabbath album?
I am man.
Man dies in tragic accident with pork after being beaten to death.
To Black Sabbath.
Oh,
Oh, God, we're back to the PMRC.
honestly, Gary. Oh,
If you want the real originators of metal, it's Sabbath.
yeah.
Tony Iommi detuned his guitar because of the accident with his fingers.
Yep.
That gave him that heavy tone that since then every other band has tried to capture.
Yep.
And Geezer plays the bass like a lead.
Well, he's a rhythmic bass player. You know, and there isn't many of those out there. There isn't many bass players who play a guitar in that style. There's probably been a few that I can think of. You've had Geezer, obviously. You've had Lemmy, who played a bass guitar as a lead guitar, really.
Billy Sheehan.
Billy Sheehan, fucking hell. This is a name I heard for a while.
Yeah, but he plays a bass as a lead.
Yeah. Well, when you tell me what the bass play... Oh, yeah, you spoiled that, didn't you, Lee? I was going to get him to tell us. What... The bass player from The Who. How can you not know who John Entwistle is? Gary, what was John Entwistle's nickname? Have a bit of a quiz. See, John Entwistle he was one of those guys who played more rhythmic than anything else. There's been some great guitarists over the years, bass players.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh God. Hold there. Is this true? Is this true, Gary? Do you actually like U2? Be honest. Be honest with the group. You will get mocked, but you know, be honest. Oh, at least you got that answer right. What about you know, do you like Thin Lizzy?
They were a much underrated band.
What, ABBA?
No,
The Bee Gees.
Thin Lizzy.
What, listen to ABBA and the Bee Gees? I mean, what?
ABBA wrote some. Benny and Bjorn wrote some bloody good songs.
They did.
Gary, is your favourite ABBA song by any chance Dancing Queen? Is I was just asking, you know, I don't know, you know, this it might have been.
No, Phil definitely was a genius. He was an underrated bass player.
Hey, Lisa, you leave every song of my childhood out of this, okay?
Go on, name me one person out the Eagles then, Gary. Probably the only one still alive, to be fair. JW. Is he still alive, actually?
I think there's 3 of the Eagles still alive. I think.
Joe Walsh is still alive, isn't he?
Not sure about Joe Walsh.
Always liked Joe Walsh.
He might be, yeah.
That's a miracle. Joe Walsh is still living. Jesus Christ, that man liked to drink. Oh, talking of people who aren't very well at the minute, have you seen Saxon? Bill's not very well.
Biff.
Yeah. Having throat operation.
Ah.
Yeah,
I've not seen, but
yeah, it came up the other day because I'm part of the Saxon group, and he's not very well at the moment. So, he's getting on in years now. He's in his mid-70s.
I was gonna say last time I saw him walking around Sainsbury's in town here, he looked old.
I hate to
That's
tell you,
that's got to be 10 years ago.
I hate to tell you this, but he is. What is he, 75, 76, something like that now?
He's got to be, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Saxon were going from the mid-70s, weren't they?
Yeah. Another great band. And underrated.
Yeah. '74.
Oh, God, the Toxic Twins are getting back together.
Thing is, Aerosmith did write some good songs.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Yes, Slade did do some great music.
I grew up with it.
I totally agree with you, Martin. I've been at many Status Quo concerts and enjoyed much of their music, all three chords of it.
Mm.
Nothing wrong with a bit of Quo.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Quo live were always fun.
Yeah, they were.
And when you look back, Noddy Older wrote some good songs.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he did.
Couldn't spell to save his life.
Yeah. Well, he's from the Black Country. What do you expect?
Yeah, I mean, that's why all their songs were written phonetically.
Yeah. Sick as shit.
Quo will never find the fourth chord. Francis Ross is too old now to find it.
Mm.
I mean, geez.
You and
I think
Noddy
he
have
seems to
something.
be doing more of his talking tours at the moment, Francis Rossi.
Yeah. You and Noddy have something in common. I'm not saying a word. No. I was not saying a thing about your spelling.
So I just
You,
looked it up to
you
confirm
spelled
it,
Matt
but
perfectly well. That is how you spell Matt.
I said, be excited. 303's got a new album coming out.
Who does?
303.
Who?
You don't know who that is?
No.
Dr. Feelgood were a great band. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Martin. I loved that as him as a school teacher.
Mm.
I also loved it when they had Noddy Holder in Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere as the garage owner. That was fucking brilliant.
I say,
What?
Martin, you say that one where he was a school teacher in the sitcom. That final scene where he's just sat in the middle of the school hall.
Yeah.
That was
Wasn't
one
he a
take.
school teacher anyway?
Originally, yeah.
Yeah.
That was done in one take live.
He is quite a funny bloke anyway, Noddy.
Oh, he's a clown.
The greatest thing I ever thought, I think I remember seeing with Noddy was when Slade, the management, this is why you don't trust band management. they decided to make Slade into a skinhead band. Fuck.
Yeah. Didn't work.
Alvin Stardust, fucking only, you're showing your age. Mike Couture.
With your one leather glove. Now we know where Michael Jackson got it from.
He's got Mike Couture in me head now, you twat.
Gotta be ready for bed tonight.
The Slade doing the skinhead stuff was late 60s.
Yeah.
You're going to pay for that one, Mr. Armitage. Yeah, knob. Oh, Alvin Stardust. Fucking hell. Oh, what was his real name then?
Oh. It was something really banal, wasn't it?
Yeah. Come on, somebody.
Bernard William Jury.
Yeah.
And he then changed his name to Shane Fenton.
Shane Fenton. Yeah.
And then to Alvin Stardust.
Yeah. Alvin Stardust.
Oh, he's been dead 21 years.
Has he?
Yeah. October 2014.
I'll tell you another band who I quite like. 70s band. Shawaddy Waddy.
I always get the Shawaddy Waddy from Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, unfortunately,
You always get that in your mind, don't you?
Yeah, Shawaddy Waddy.
No, I tend to think more of Mary Whitehouse experience and
with Hugh Dennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
when he does it?
70s
not to do it anymore.
Eh?
What about Tiger Feet, Mud?
Oh God!
Oh,
You twat! You had to put that in my head, didn't you? With the roadies doing the fucking dance.
Yes. The thing is, the lead singer of Mud, whose name I can't remember his actual real name, but he actually had a fucking phenomenally good voice for doing Elvis stuff.
He did.
Really, really, really good. He had a brilliant voice for that. Well,
he sometimes he deliberately did the Mud songs using that voice, didn't he?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, the Sweet were always, for me, the band.
Brian Connolly. It's Brian Connolly to me of the Sweet was one of the people who was absolutely tragic story, Brian.
Totally.
Because he was such a talented man. He was such a nice guy. He had such a shit life, Brian. He really had a terrible.
I mean, what did for him was being beaten up in 74.
Yeah.
When 4 lads jumped him and destroyed his throat. And back then they couldn't do the throat surgery they can now.
No.
Destroyed him. It really did. Because he had a hell of a voice.
Oh, Martin.
But all of the suite had good voices. That was the thing.
I think this now the stories are coming out, Martin. What were you getting up to with the 50-year-old Hopewell?
I say, as long as it wasn't at a Coldplay concert, it'd be all right.
Oh God, the fucking don't even
You had to bring it up, didn't you?
do not taint classic 70s bands like Mud and The Sweet and great bands with that fucking dickhead. Chris Martin, he's another person I despise.
But I'm sorry, if you're going to take somebody that's a coworker and you're a high-level CEO, that's your mistress out, you don't go to a Coldplay concert and have the Jumbotron put you on screen.
Well, personally, I just wouldn't go to the Coldplay concert.
Well,
No.
You see, if you'd done that and it was a Motorhead concert, you'd have never got caught.
I mean, Coldplay played up at the Abbey here. I didn't go to it then either.
Too far, mate. It was too far.
Too far, yeah. Even though, as a local, it wouldn't have cost me a penny to go.
I've got another
it would have
great
cost you part of your sanity.
another great 70s band.
That's why I didn't go. I didn't have enough sanity left.
Another great 70s band for you. The Baronites.
Oh, they were brilliant.
Ah,
But no, going back to what Martin asked earlier, we've all had the conversation about U.S. versus U.K. Lifestyle and everything else. The biggest thing getting used to having friends that aren't on this side is actually just general conversation. Funny enough, because you don't realize people on UK side of everything, things are a lot more literal. They're a lot more general words you're using conversation actually describe what you're talking about in enough detail that it makes sense. So you actually have to, as an American who's not used to that, coming into that situation, you've then got to actually honestly think about everything that is being said to you.
the Grumbleweeds. Now you're talking.
I still remember watching the Coal Hole Club, which was the Grumbleweeds kids show in the 70s.
Fucking hell.
Yes, I am that old.
Here's one for you, right? And I know most of us are old enough to remember this. I miss, and I think you'd never get away with this show now, but I miss it for a couple of reasons. One, the musical artists they used to have on there, and one was the lady presenter who was on this children's program.
Are you going to say Tiz was, aren't you?
Oh, yes! Oh, I'm having a moment.
He's having flashbacks to denim waistcoats.
Oh. Shut up. Give me a moment. Sally James, yes, please.
Just look up Sally James. Tiz was.
Oh, God.
I mean, Jesus Christ, Tiswad, you had some of the people they had on there, musical artists. Oh, my God.
They had just about everybody on there, including Motorhead and whoever Cozy Powell was working with at the time, and Cozy Powell just doing his solo stuff.
Wait, that was a child show presenter?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
I can understand why the kids watch the show. I think.
She all I'm going to say is that there's definitely a group in and on this show who remember that show with a great fondness. Definitely.
That's a very polite way of putting it.
Yes. I'm sure Lee has had many thoughts of fondness for Sally James. Ooh.
And thanks to me getting him to look her up, so now will Tyler.
Yep, Tyler is going to look up Sally James.
Well, I haven't watched any blacksmithing videos in a while, Bill. So
She's got a couple of new ones coming out in the next. Hopefully, they'll be ready next week. I might be subscribed to her Patreon.
not even just the channel, but the Patreon.
I've often thought that she needs help and support in certain areas.
It's when she's preparing the timber because she's doing the Norse longboat. I mean, when she's having to add the keel work, that was yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, Martin, yeah. You'd never be allowed to do kids shows like that now. Oh my God. You would be. Yeah. I mean, custard pie fights in the middle of a show. And it was great. It was just pointless. It was just good.
The best of it was Lemmy used to go right into that.
Oh, yeah, him and.
Frequently. But Lemmy actually got Sally James right where you want him to.
Oh, he certainly did. Yes. Yes,
I feel like Lemmy and a child's program don't go hand in hand all that well.
No, Lemmy was child friendly. To a point.
Fucking hell, some wanker's got a laser pointer pointing up into the flat.
What a fucking dickhead.
You're gonna have to need me now.
Fucking wanker.
Have you got a mirror?
No, not conveniently.
So was it somebody's headlights?
No, a laser pointer. I've got a useful torch though.
I mean, there was a decently high watt laser I was looking at the other day,
Do you know if you want to get a laser that's a decent power laser, just get a Blu-ray player and take it apart, pull the Blu-ray out of it and use that.
Huh.
You didn't hear me say that, but you can actually take it out and use that, and it's dangerous. Oh, Pat Sharp, fucking hell.
That's pretty decent, Bill.
It's not a bad torch.
Given my neighbors have a camera on the side of their house that actually faces my entire backyard halfway. So if I want to go out there and the bright light goes off, I'll just shine my flash right into the lens of it, and it blends the whole thing out anyway.
Yeah. I just don't get why people are using a laser and shining it through people's windows. It's like...
It's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Sometimes we have it on the buses. Haven't had it as much recently. There was
People
a spate
did
of it a while ago.
I can say people did go for a while. They went through stages of it, didn't they? And shining it in like driver's eyes and things like which.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's asinine.
It got worse over here. They weren't just doing it in. I mean, they were doing it with like drivers, like bus drivers, lorry drivers, car drivers, and all that. But they were doing it at airports. They were shining it into like fucking
like cockpits and everything. Were
But
that's
2,000 lumen.
I mean, well, like over here it's a little different because even the cheap little, like dollar store, laser pointer, stuff like that, you have to watch using those because of how many firearms are around.
Yeah. I don't know why people fucking do it, but fucking idiots. Right,
Oh,
as it
Christ, I've
is
got the bloody fun house turning my head now. Thank you, Lisa.
as it
I
is now.
actually never saw Funhouse.
Well, not that version anyway.
No.
All right, gentlemen, I'm Tyler. What were
Yeah,
you,
apparently
Gary?
it was a
More
real crazy show where anything goes.
Gary was more into the Teletubbies.
Oh, maybe Balamori.
What's the
Which are
story?
actually doing
about
a
it?
remake of Balamori as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whose Line Is It Anyway was a great show.
British and the American one as well.
Dustin the Turkey. You can
Where
get
are you
arrested.
storing your turkey, Gary?
You
What
can
you
get
do with
arrested.
your
for
turkey
things
is your
like
own
that,
business.
Gary. You
Oh.
can't get.
Special sake.
You can get arrested for doing things like that in certain parts of Ireland, Gary. Behave.
The special sake.
Now, question: did you take the farmer's turkey or did you get it from the supermarket? Either way, you're in trouble. But
It took him ages to thaw it out.
Mm.
That's it.
let's end the show now.
Right. Ladies, gentlemen, and Tyler. You can.
Bill, quit flashing your neighbors and say goodbye.
It hasn't even started flash.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you.
Hey, sorry, I distracted myself with a very interesting show.
Back to dusting the turkey.
I am not dusting any turkey, thank you. Anyway, no, it's been a fun show. I've enjoyed it tonight. We didn't talk about what we actually were going to talk about.
What was that?
Oh, well, it'll keep for another week.
I forgot.
Yeah, so did I. We got
Yeah.
talking about other things. And
Oh, Tyler's strange rash. Next week.
No, the ointment worked.
Oh, the rash is gone.
oh,
Yeah, we're
good.
good now.
That's good.
That's a relief.
That's what you get for
Swafiga
dusting.
and a wire brush must have what to treat.
That's what
I mean,
you get
you
for
look-
playing
you-
with the dusty turkey.
And your mum was getting worried.
And the special sock.
What- Anyway, I hope everybody has a really good week, and I'll pass that over to Craig before this descends further.
I've got to go yet. Don't worry.
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. The group is there as usual. If anyone is having some struggles, usually one of us is around. We'll be around anyway. I hope everyone has a good week, and we'll be back again next week. Go on, Tyler.
Thanks, Craig. Oh, like Craig said, at any given time, day or night, one of us is awake. If you need somebody, just message anybody in the groups, But yeah, everybody have a good week.
Because Tyler's rarely around.
Hey! I go down one rabbit hole and anyway. Yeah,
Only
everybody
one.
have a good week.
Only one, yeah.
Wait, it went in spirals, you see. And
Yeah, Tyler did go down a hole. It involved a turkey and dust, which is where this rash
Yeah.
came from.
And,
paprika
and-
burned
and
like
a
a son of
socky.
a. Oh,
What you've got up to with that turkey is nobody's business. It's a miracle
Especially
it's
not the
legal in
turkeys.
your state.
Yeah, and please do not send any more videos.
hey, I thought you wanted the how-to, Bill. I'm just trying to be helpful.
You know, I didn't even watch it. All I heard was "Scream, turkey, scream."
You know, I think Bill was right. Before this show descends any further, which it already has, apparently.
It's panicking. now.
Everybody have a
You
good
go
week.
home.
You
It's
know
great
we
to
are.
see you panicking.
You know we're up. You need us, everybody. Don't be too horribly mean to
I
anybody
haven't
unless you
finished
have
saying
to.
goodbye yet, and just remember, I'm in control. So,
You're not
Right.
in control of anything.
Say your goodbyes,
including
you
yourself.
asshole.
I'm remotely in control. Kind of.
Well,
Right.
he
If
has
anybody
the
wants
buttons
us-
there, but hitting the proper one, that's you know.
If anybody wants us, we shall be about somewhere. Tyler can now no longer talk, but we can talk about him. So back to the turkeys. Luckily, there were no piglets involved in this.
Not this time.
Yes, we will be back next week, presuming we don't get completely banned, which is a possibility.
Oh,
If
that'll
you
be
need to get
good then.
hold of us. Anniversary show on Wednesday. Well, how long have we been married? Yeah, where was I? Yeah. The room's there if you want to contact us. If you don't want to contact us, contact Tyler and give him plenty of abuse, please. Apart from that, we shall see you next week. And we might even have a subject. Yes, I did threaten
No,
a subject.
Even more on point, we might actually talk about the subject.
We talked about a subject tonight.
Just not the subject.
No,
Just
this one.
wasn't the one we planned.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.